McMullen has been very good in this tournament.
Again, strained down leg, and it does get punished. Helping himself to another boundary here, Ezekiel. It's going to be the end of the fourth. The Rhinos 27-1. Come out and enjoy some cricket. Get to see some of their superheroes in action. Some of their role models. It's going to be Avinash Bohara. Best of 3 for 17.
It's quite rare to see him bowl in power play. He usually comes on after the 10th over.
Maybe just going down leg. Had a big shout on that one.
Definitely going down leg. Not maybe. Definitely. From the release, look how wide he is. From the crease, his release. From there to hit the stumps, it's quite difficult. The angle's definitely taking it down the leg side. Very round armish action. So from that release point, if you've got to be able to hit the stump, it's quite tough. Either you get the impact outside off. That was McMullen's last ball. Helped it on its way. Make the left hand, right hand combination, making it difficult for McMullen. Straight in line quite too often in that over. And he's paid the price.
Wrapping the pads again. And this time I get through for a leg bye. And start to this over.
What he's done well is cramped Raval for space. No room to swing his arms. And that's one of the reasons bowlers go round the wicket to the left-hander. Ezekiel is off to a good start. He's got to make this count, this innings. He's a very good young player.
Not often that you see just a dead bat defense. Following the right channels though, Avinash.
There's still a place for a forward defense in T20. The odd leave alone, the odd forward defense, still part of the game. Oh, nice jumper this. It's quite fancy.
Is that a Balenciaga?
Oh yes, it looks like one. Oh, terrific boy.
Those come with a serious price tag, you know?
Not my cup of tea anyway.
What about the sunglasses?
Oh, beautiful. The sunglasses have been explicit here. People would develop, look at him, he's got lovely sunglasses as well. Yeah, people have come with so much style and grace here in Nepal.
This morning, this tournament has been set alight by the men in yellow. Practically perfect. As Dipender Singh Ari brings himself into the attack. Chance of Tiger are sure to follow. As I wish a very good afternoon to Hilton Dion Ackerman.
Again, a little bit of a fumble in the field. They don't often make those errors. Yeah, good afternoon, Andrew. Normally when I hear that full name, I'm in trouble for something.
Do people still use it on you occasionally?
No. Not even me. I introduce myself as HD, would you believe it? Even though it's not my name. I never quite understood why my parents named me after my father and then proceeded to call me HD.
Well, for those wondering, Hilton Dion Ackerman. Father was a fine cricketer, wasn't he, as well?
He was, actually. For our Star Sports viewers, he in India, he actually opened the batting with the great Sunil Gavaskar for the rest of the world against Australia back in the early 70s.
Yeah, that was a kind of series that came about as a replacement, wasn't it? And they reckon it was one of the strongest 11s ever assembled.
Yeah, South Africa were banned, obviously, because of the powerfully struck down the ground. That'll be four. A shot worthy of interrupting a story. End of the power play, 35 for 1.
plenty of fine overseas players too, and none more exciting than maybe the man with the ball in his hands. 5-wicket haul already in the competition, an outstanding diving stop. Fittingly, it was Jadeja-esque, given he's wearing the number 8 in yellow. There's a few other little similarities. The man with the gloves on, it's not MS Dhoni, it's Binod Bandari, but number 7 on the back in yellow too. Dragged down, pumped. And just if you're wondering, that's the son of Mohammed Nabi, who smoked a Siddhartha Bank 6.
Into the side at the expense of the Englishman Luke Benkenstein, and repaying the faith of the selectors. He is a strong, powerful hitter of a cricket ball. Hasn't got that many yet, but he's got to start here.
Left arm spin to win, it's been, isn't it, throughout this competition. You're going to dominate those wicket-taking charts, I suspect, by the end. There's that ever-familiar number 7 in blue on the shirt of yellow, if you're watching on Star. How good was he, MS Dhoni?
What an amazing cricketer. I mean, in a pressurised situation, can you think of another cricketer that you would have wanted at the crease with bat in hand? So many times, in times where you thought they could not win, he took them over the line.
Leading edge, but even Dipender Singh can't get there. End of the 7th, it's 45 for 1. Yeah, this is one of his brilliances. He essentially becomes almost a 12th fielder. He never has a mid-wicket because he's so quick. There was one really famous one, wasn't there, at the GT20, where he picked up and threw down one stump from what would be a conventional straight mid-wicket position. And he's so quick, you can never rest on your laurels when you're running between the wickets. I can't think of a fielder, maybe Jadeja, who we mentioned earlier, who's quicker across the outfield. Sensational from the Tiger, yet again. The change to the team, if you're just joining us, Rohan Mustafa will not play any further part in the tournament, back home to the UAE for personal reasons. Dilpreet Bajwa of Canada brought into the team.
I know it was some time back, but I just thought it was important for me to just finish why that tour happened to Australia for the rest of the world, because of the horrors, the absolute horrors of apartheid. South Africa were banned from international sport, and so the tour to Australia by the South Africans was cancelled, and a rest of the world team was chosen to replace them. And that rest of the world side had Sunil Gavaskar, Graham Pollock, the South African left-hander, Clive Lloyd, Sir Garfield Sobers, Baruch Engineer, Tony Gregg. It was a wonderful side that played against Australia, and that's the Sobers got a double 100, I think, at Sydney against the Australians. And I did ask my late father, I said, look, I've seen Callis play, I've seen Botham and Flintoff, great all-rounders. Surely Sobers couldn't have been as good as them. And he said to me, well, I've seen all of them, and there is only one, and that is the great Sir Garfield Sobers.
Safe save into the attack, hammered into the deep, and hammered away for one bounce 4. That's a super 4 powered by Encel 4G. Bit of a drag down from the man who was the hero yesterday, and the 50 comes up.
The one thing that you do need to do is, when you get a bad delivery, is put it away. Yes, please.
Again helped away, another drag down. Fielder will help his bowler out. 90 off 61, 3 for 30. That's not a bad day out from a safe save yesterday, was it? Spoke in the post-match, didn't he, about the potential for this to be a platform for him. Has had a little experience in the 100 too. He's always been thought of as a potential superstar. Talk about young talent. Bowled him.